As we journey further into the month of December, it's hard to ignore the prevalence of Christmas in stores, advertisements, and everyday discussion. Despite this Christmas popularity, a seemingly accepted tradition has prompted controversy and discussions regarding political correctness in the public sphere. Most recently, something as simple as a red cup has made national headlines for causing outrage among Christian customers.
Starbucks is getting hammered online for the pared-down red cups they started using last week. Some God-fearing folks are protesting the cups for lacking any obviously Christmas-themed icons. Taking their rage to social media, one upset, feisty Floridian says, "I won't be gifting any Starbucks gift cards for Christmas. Hate Christians but love our money." Another angry customer, Joshua Fierstein, says he's starting a movement against the company.
Do you realize that Starbucks wanted to take Christ and Christmas off of their brand new cups? That's why they're just plain red. In fact, do you realize that Starbucks isn't allowed to say Merry Christmas to customers? Well, I decided instead of simply boycotting, well, why don't we just start a movement? So when I went in and I asked for my coffee, they asked for my name, and I told them my name is Merry Christmas.
Starbucks Red Cup has been accused of being anti-Christmas, and the popular coffee shop has been the target for bloggers, religious zealots, and political activists. Some argued that the cups have become more and more secularized throughout the years. Some attribute this change to a war on Christmas. This is not the first time discussions have broken out on how much corporations can integrate Christmas into their advertisements. This has been a problem as early as 1884, when the Supreme Court case Louisville, Cincinnati, and Charleston R. Co. versus Letson 43 U.S. 497 decided that corporations do in fact have religious rights, as they are inhabitants of a state, deeming their rights to be the same as those of a citizen. This sense of personhood was continuously upheld through other cases, including County of Santa Clara versus Southern Pacific Railroad, Citizens United versus FEC, and most recently, Burwell versus Hobby Lobby. These cases set a historical precedent for the rights of both public and private corporations. Yet all of these cases are highly controversial, even today, and do little to alleviate the public tension. With the Supreme Court on their side, companies have thoroughly embraced the Christmas spirit. Companies like Macy's have been using Christmas as a focal point of their sales during the holiday season. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade began in 1924 and over the years has grown to include big corporations using ad placement, celebrity appearance, and logos to influence millions of viewers who tune in on their Thanksgiving.
Today, millions of people from around the world are lining the streets of New York City, anticipating the arrival of the year's most spectacular event. Magnificent floats, fantastic big balloons, hit Broadway musicals, and entertainment's biggest stars. All live on NBC's telecast of Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Oddly enough, the parade is the launch of the Christmas season. Known for their Christmas displays and joy-washing campaigns, Macy's is an American staple when it comes to Christmas. By placing a slogan next to a Christmas photo, joy-washing attempts to get customers in the holiday spirit of giving, ultimately increasing sales. Joy-washing is not only limited to Macy's. Numerous companies have embraced this form of advertising. The red cup is yet another form of joy-washing. We asked a few Penn State students what their opinion was on these recent controversies surrounding Christmas and consumerism.
I was raised as a Christian, but I don't really follow my religion.
Christian. I'm not actually very religious, but I'm technically Sikh, which is a small Indian religion.
Okay.
Christian, Eastern Orthodox.
I would describe myself as an atheist. I'm not really religious in any way.
I'm Methodist. It's a form of Christianity.
I'd say I'm Christian, but not really practicing.
it's valid, the controversy that's about it, but I feel like people who like controversies are quick to jump on things and overreact to things. So I kind of see both sides.
Well, look, if they're trying to take off more of a Christmas thing from it to make it more generic, what bothers me is that everybody is so afraid of offending anybody that you're going to get to the place eventually where everybody's going to be afraid to say anything.
I kind of just think it's pointless, like it's unnecessary. It's Starbucks, the cup is red, Christmas is red. Like I don't think it's a war against Christmas. I think it's just them trying to be like different, like make different cups every year and have different things. I really think it was blown out of proportion and was unnecessary.
I think it's pretty ridiculous. I mean, who really cares? It's a cup.
To be honest, I really don't think it makes a difference because the symbols that were on Starbucks cups in the first place weren't really symbols of Christianity anyway. Like, there was symbols more of winter more than Christianity.
I understand like the holiday emphasis, but I don't think it should be specifically Christmas because people celebrate other religions, other holidays, obviously. I think more that like if they had Christmas stuff on the cups and then took it off, people were more offended by that than if they just didn't have anything in the first place. So I think that kind of made it seem like they were taking something back, like a statement that they had made previously.
Well, why is it the holiday season? It's the holiday season because of Christmas. And I think that refusing to say Christmas for what it really is, the birth of Christ, is ridiculous. It could be considered, whatever, bigoted or whatever, to refuse to say this is about Christmas, this is about Jesus, this is about the birth of Christ.
I think it's really just a personal thing. Like, if you want to celebrate Christmas, go ahead and celebrate Christmas. No one's stopping you. If you don't want to celebrate Christmas, you don't have to. You shouldn't be forced into it either way. So I think it's just really a personal choice.
I think Christmas in the U.S. has become more of a symbol and tradition than an actual religious holiday. So I enjoy Christmas in that respect.
I don't think that there needs to be more Christmas or less Christmas, considering that there are people all over that use Starbucks. So it should be. I think the red cup just kind of signifies we celebrate the holiday season, not just Christmas.
I think that any idea that there should be more Christmas for this or that there's like so-called war on Christmas is just, again, just a stupid idea that it holds no ground. Holds no like logical argument to it.
Yeah, I think we actually have a few like Christmas trees. Yes.
Yes, but it's not like it's like I'm from India, so we do have a Christmas tree, but it's not like a huge ceremony of lighting a Christmas tree or anything. It's just like most of the churches will have a Christmas tree.
No.
Yeah.
After talking with individuals from multiple religious backgrounds, it appears that the controversy surrounding Starbucks and their choice of advertising is almost non-existent in the eyes of the general population. In fact, Starbucks has appeared on the list of World's Most Ethical Companies by the Ethisphere Institute for 9 years in a row, exemplifying their efforts to be respectful to all people. Instead, the controversy originates in the loud voices of an opinionated few. Although the media gives disproportionate attention to those few, the Starbucks controversy may serve to bring a more serious issue into the spotlight. The discussion over holiday advertising highlights the debate over religion in the public sphere. This continues to be an issue in today's politics, for presidential candidates still struggle to define the line between church and state. Should Christmas cheer be uninhibited, or does the lack of restraint overshadow other religious holidays? While society should value acceptance and openness, it must also be willing to recognize the freedom and rights of the public to celebrate as it chooses.